Looks like something out of Superman, doesn't it? Okay, so the idea that I've got for you today is a kind of an explosion in resin, as such, from a shotgun bullet. Now, so the idea of me is, I'm going to draw this out initially. So we've got our little shotgun bullet. There it is. And then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and glue that, turn over, so we flip it over, and then you'll get the panel with the bullet sticking out there, like that. So that's the idea, and then what we need to do is I'm going to try and make loads of little bits of resin. I don't know how to do this, but this is kind of my idea. Loads of little bits of resin, and I was going to put them in some straws, and I was going to see if I could fill the straws with like resin. And then we'll peel the resin out of there, and then we'll use these, we'll cut these into different shapes. So we'll have one there, we'll have one there, we'll have one here, we'll have one up there.
Like this, like this, like this. Like this, all over the place, yeah?
So this would be in there, and then this will be with a bullet, not the bullet, the shotgun shell. And then we're going to put all the little ball bearings on here.
So that when we fill this with resin, all you'll see is the shotgun bullets, pellets, all over the place, and you won't see these bits here. That's it, that's the theory.
Well, that's my kind of plan, idea, anyway. Shotgun explosion in resin. Now, I got this kind of idea in my head from watching this other channel called Jedrec 2019. Not too sure what that stands for, but he makes some pretty cool stuff. And he kind of does all this sort of stuff all the time, and it gave me a bit of inspiration as to this project. If it works, it might not work, but it might do. And if it does, it could look pretty cool. I'll leave a link for his channel below. But in the meantime, let's get... So, I've already mixed up my resin, and I've already got my gloves on. That means you missed the glove slap. So, now as I said, this is going to take quite some time. There's lots of resin in this, but it's bit by bit. So I'm going to have to put a little layer in, as I said before, and I'm repeating myself, so I won't repeat it anymore. We're going to be using this little blank, jubbly bubbly. We actually sell these on our own Maker Central shop, and they're absolutely awesome. But to start this project off, we need something ickier, like a tiny baby. Basically what we need to do is make this smaller. And for that, we need magic. As it happens, I'm pretty good at magic tricks. Abra, cadabra, make this blank smaller. Voila! Ha! Hey? Told you I was good at magic tricks, didn't I? Hey? Nick, that plastic's see-through, mate. It's see-through. Now I just want to jump in to say happy birthday to Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, this month Raid is celebrating its 3rd anniversary, and it's going to be huge. They've got an insane amount of things in store. Raid's kicking things off with free gifts for everyone. Then adding in a bunch of new content and events. We're talking new champions, new artifact sets, and a fully personalised video showcasing every player's raid journey and their own personal achievements. And if that's not enough, they've got a full month of special events and tournaments with some of Raid's best prizes on offer, including badass champions, piles and piles of shards, and tons of other goodies. Now, as it's Raid's 3rd birthday, I want to share with you my 3 favourite champions: Chandler, Grumbler, and Hexweaver. I mean, Raid's huge already, and their whole anniversary event makes it an awesome time to join the Raid community. Now, this is definitely the best time to get started in Raid. If you're not playing Raid yet, hit my links in the description or scan my QR code, because if you do, you're going to get a special, huge birthday package worth 40 bucks. We're talking 3 free champions: Misericord, Tiger Soul, and Ramiro, plus 10 Magic XP brews, 10 Force XP brews, and 10 Spirit brews. Now that's huge. Now when you're in, all this treasure will be waiting for you here. Now these rewards are only available for the next 30 days and only available for new players. But as it's Raid's birthday, I've got another gift for you. This one's for all new and existing players. How about a bunch of free birthday gifts worth 25 bucks? Once you're in the game, after clicking my link, just enter the promo code 3YearsRaid to get your hands on everything. So it's as simple as that, folks. Just click on the links in my description, scan my QR code, and I'll see you in there. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the little baby blank that we need to start off with. So, we're going to put a little layer of resin in the bottom to start.
What the French call les incompetents. What?
Okay, that's now cooking in the pot. We'll leave that in there overnight to let the resin settle down. Lovely jubbly. Once that's done, we're going to glue this little badger to the bottom. Now it's quite safe, it's empty, nothing in it. But I reckon if I can achieve this, it will look pretty cool. Don't you reckon? So, there it is. I feel like all I'm doing on this project is just talking, to be honest, but hopefully you don't mind, because this is very slow paced kind of project, and they're like little bits that I need to do. So that resin that I put in has actually been in there like just over a day, and it's pretty much set now in there. So that's what we want, this little base for our next phase. While we're waiting for this to cure, we'll move on to the next stage. So I bet you're wondering, Nick, what are you doing? The answer to that is, I don't know. But all will become clear. Trust me. Right, so as you can see, I've filled these tiny little straws with resin. We're going to put this in the pressure pot, leave that overnight, and after that, all will be revealed. Right, well that was a complete waste of my time. And straws. Basically, the straws didn't work. Right folks, so I picked up loads of these little tiny acrylic rods, some larger ones as well. Now what my plan is, if it's going to work, is that you won't see these rods when we finish, but I don't know, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Let's hope not. So I made this. Looks like something out of Superman, doesn't it? So this is my plan. It's probably not going to work, but so the idea now is I've put all this kind of in a sort of shape of where I think that bullets might fly. It's a little bit all over the place, to be honest. So now what I've got to try and do is get a precision tool and place these tiny little pellet bullets on top of each one and then let them set with a little bit of resin on top. That's going to be tricky. Plus, I need to find myself the perfect precision tooling. I found my precision tool. These are now mine. Okay, folks. So this is how far we've got. Now, I've never done anything like this before. Whether or not it's going to look right or if it's going to work, I don't know. I mean, obviously the idea is we're not going to see any of these acrylic rods. If we do, then yeah, it's going to look a bit naff. Right, well, I've stopped for now because what I'm doing is I'm trying to get in and putting these little bullets inside, and I'm knocking off all the other ones. So I'm going to let that set, and then I'm going to come back to this maybe in a day or two once these are all set on top of these rods, and then start trying to get more of these little bullet things inside. So yeah, that's as far as we got. Right, that's all we're going to be able to do for now, because I've used the fast epoxy resin. Can't put any more in it. It will just explode. So we've got to give it a day or two. We'll be back, stick some more resin in, and then...
Oh, some fortune cookies too.
And then...
No, that's it.
And then...
No and then. And then. No and then.
Well, we'll order a cheeseburger. So, we've had a little bit of a reaction. I don't know why, because I didn't put that much resin in it, really. But it seems to have had a bit of a reaction, but also it's kind of, the resin has, well, rusted the little ball bearings. But actually, it might still work out okay, but I'm not too sure, because obviously it's gone kind of like orangey, but then that might kind of counteract like maybe like the fire from the bullet or something like that. That might look quite cool. I don't know, but it does look like it's had a reaction in there, unfortunately. But nevertheless, it might, as I say, we don't know yet. We might still look okay. I'm going to put some more resin in to fill it to the top, and then, well, see what it looks like afterwards.
"2,000 years later."
Okay, folks, are we ready for this? I'm just about to open up this project from the pressure pot. Haven't done it yet. And I'm not too confident, if I'm honest. So I really do apologise if this project isn't going to work out the way that you hoped, I hoped. I haven't even opened it yet, so I've no idea. But I kind of just got this horrible thought that it's just not going to work out as planned. But I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to show you anyway, because I think that we can all learn from my silly mistakes. Right, let's open up and get the pressure out. There she goes. These are great little pressure pots, actually. We sell these on the Maker Central shop. Really, really good pots. I got this one and I got the big one. And there's even a bigger one than that. They are pretty cool. Right, let's get into this. I can't get into this whilst holding the camera, so 2 secs. So are we ready to see what disaster I've made this time? It's stuck. Yeah, that's... Oh dear. So, as you can see, because the resin has reacted, because I put too much in there, again, you can see all the acrylic rods that I put in there, and generally you wouldn't necessarily see those because the resin's yellow. And I think yellow also because it's sort of rusted some of the ball bearings as well. That's not really sort of worked out, but I don't know. Let's open it right up and just see what it actually looks like. So there it is. Oh, there it is, folks. Yeah, hasn't really worked out at all, if I'm honest. So I don't really think there's even point in sanding this one down, because the idea was I was going to sand it down, and then obviously you wouldn't really be able to see any of the acrylic rods because, you know, the resin would be clear and you wouldn't see it and you'd just see the ball bearings. But yeah, that's not really Kind of looks like some kind of, I don't know really, I don't know what it looks like. But it doesn't look like what I thought it was gonna look like. So I am pretty disappointed in this one, folks. I'm really sorry. I know some of you will also be disappointed. You know, kind of when you have this vision of like seeing something that would look really cool in resin. And I thought of this exploding kind of bullet or shotgun shell with, you know, having the bullet there and all the ball bearings just, you know, in the resin. And it just hasn't worked out. I mean, I'm kind of reluctant to actually put the video out, to be fair. But I know that there's a lot of people that do like to see the failures as well as the kind of good results. It was a type of experiment anyway, so experiments are experiments for a reason, that they don't always work out. Anyway, it looks kind of like a bit like some sort of alien from another planet. Well, I am sorry about this one, folks, but I had to show it to you because I think it's important sometimes to show people, you know, things that don't always work out. I mean, it could have been really, really cool. And it's the thought that counts, right? Don't worry, folks, I will be back with a couple of really cool projects. I'm working on 2 at the moment, quite nice ones. Wow, I say quite nice ones. You know, at the moment they're kind of quite nice. But they're taking me a little bit longer than normal because obviously Maker Central is kind of right around the corner. Next week, folks, Maker Central, please come and see us. There's so many people coming and I'll be there. You can meet me. I think it's safe to say that I won't be bringing that project with me, but I am going to try and work on another project that I'm trying to get out for next Friday, which is a day of setup at Maker Central, so hopefully it'll be out for that weekend. But, you know, there's lots going on, lots of things to do for the show yet, so I might not make that cut, but if I don't, it will definitely be out the following Friday. Please bear with me, and please don't unsubscribe just yet. I've got loads more content coming. It's going to be good, trust me. I'm going to bring this one up to the show, and I'll add this to the Entropy Resin stand so you can have a little look at it. That actually turned out quite cool, actually. I do like that one. Not so much for this one, though. But that's it, folks. I will love you and leave you. Have a fantastic weekend. Please check out all my links below. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter if you want. I'm even on TikTok. Not much content on TikTok yet, but there will be. We are planning to put up lots of little clips on TikTok for you to watch. A bit like what we're doing now with my Facebook page, if you've been watching and following on there. Please check out my merchandise. I've got a new line of merchandise, and that's pretty cool if you want to grab yourself a cheeky little key ring or a t-shirt, and that's it. Grab a ticket for Maker Central. Love to see you there. Again, I'm really sorry about this project. I know it's not the best, and I know some of you won't like the fact that it is a load of rubbish. But I know some of you really won't mind. But I'm just wanting to apologise anyway because I am disappointed in it. I'm sure you are as well. I was really hoping for this really cool. I'm not going to bore you again. Take care, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. Love you lots, and I'll see you all soon. Ciao.